We've been quite busy, mate, to be honest. The little project we done with Mavericks in the summer holidays, it was perfect, and we brought a lot more kids through the door who've never been involved in the sport, and our amateur club has seemed to have just pushed on the next level, and we're grateful for what Maverick done and provides with the great sessions, the food for the kids, and we're looking forward, to working with them in the future.
It's been hard for you, I suppose, hasn't it? With obviously the restrictions and everything else, but you've managed to still get loads of kids through, I believe. How many kind of numbers were you doing?
We were doing like 16 to 18 in each group. I think one group we ended up having over 20 odd, so we had to split it. With the restrictions, we had to take some on the yard and stay in the gym with some. But we managed, me and Mick, we managed to run the session smoothly. Everyone loved them. And it only has to go to show it. We started a new amateur boxing session in the club, and it's been chocker every night. I think we had last night 17 kids, so we're happy with that. But now there's new restrictions from Monday, so it's a bit of a backward step, but in the right way for boxing. I think we're going the right way with the stuff we're doing.
So the thing is, with doing the Fit and Fed project, you've now got a load of new kids that want to stay and give boxing a go now, not just like coming down for the holidays. They want to really take it seriously now. Yeah,
they took it serious. We learned the basics and the fundamental of the sport, and they all met new friends as well. A lot of them are from different areas of the city, but the parents are happy to travel with them to the club, and they enjoyed it. And I think that's down to me, not just myself, but Mick, who's coaching as well. The coaching skills we delivered, and the atmosphere we bring to the gym, and it was very good for us.
And I know that you're busy anyway, but this is great news that getting some more in there now. It just means that you can crack on and do all sorts of projects now, can't you, going forward?
Yeah, that's the main aim now, is to move forward in the right direction, put different projects on. I'm thinking about running another summer, not a summer school, but an after school club. Maybe starting around 3:30, because we're above a school, so around 3:30, ask the headmisters to send all the kids up. We'll coach them for an hour, and then let the parents, leave them in for an hour where they're learning fitness, learning the skills of the sport and discipline. And my most important thing is keeping them off the game consoles.
It's funny, isn't it? It's the mad world we live in, as we know, but it's not them hanging around the streets anymore, is it? It's actually getting them out of bedrooms or getting them off the telly and playing with all PlayStations and all that stuff, isn't it?
That's it. The main aim is to, I want to produce champions. I want people in the gym every second of the day, but it's about, learning them the discipline, the skills, the life skills, and keeping them off them games, which I hate. It's a pet hate of mine. I rarely do hate them, and even telephones. You see kids as young as 8. On the mobile phone, the latest mobile phone, and for me that shouldn't be right.
Yeah, and I know that life's always busy with you anyway. You got your amateurs, but you've got Jazza fighting soon as well, haven't you? Which is that's a fantastic fight with Ryan Walsh, and you've obviously got him just in the gym and gear up towards that as well.
Yeah, even it sounds mad. Even while the fighting fit, the food project, what we done, Jazza was round in the gym, A lot of social media was around with him, and the kids were like looking up to him and thinking, "Wow, he's one of our own. He's in here. All the headlights are on him." And it was great for them. But Jazz in a massive fight. It's a life-changing fight, and he's done everything right so far in camp. And we're looking forward to heading down to London. The fight's on the 30th. I know we've got to head a couple of days before to be in the bubble, so I'm looking forward to it. And the future's massive for Jazza. Jazza knows that he's one fight away from being the golden contract champion and changing his life.
Jazza seems so well. He has been around a good while, hasn't he? And he's been in with some of the best in the world, obviously, a Rigondeaux and whatever. But Ryan Walsh, again, this is a huge challenge, isn't he? He's a class operator, Ryan.
He's a British champion. Obviously, he's been stripped down to being in this contract, but he's still a British champion. He's still a good fighter. He's from an excellent fighting family, and it's one we've respected highly. But we've prepared the best we can prepare. We've had the best sparring we can possibly get. obviously we were restricted with the flights over from the likes of America and Russia, and then we couldn't get the sparring we wanted. But we've got top operators in. We've got the likes of Luke Willis, Tom Farrell. We've got John O'Carroll arriving today to finish the sparring off. So we've had top draw sparring, and we've done we've ticked every box. Jazz has ticked every box, and it's about just getting in there now and performing.
And obviously, you're super confident he can get the job done now. I mean, it was a great win over Lee Wood, wasn't it? Yeah,
Lee Wood. Listen, I think Lee Wood. No disrespect to Walsh, but I think Lee Wood was the massive favourite of the whole competition. He was I think that was a very, very tough fight, and styles make fights, and we know Jazz had the beating of him, but we knew Wood was dangerous in any round of the fight. And with the Walsh fight, we've had to adjust styles, different tactics, automatic, but he sticks to the game plan, Jazz, and I can see it being a comfortable night, and I can see it being a boxing masterclass.
Just finally, how's it going to work with you then? You mentioned before you're going to go down early and get in the bubble. Who can go? Can George Vaughan go? Who's allowed in?
Well, up to now, he can't go because of his age restriction. He's 82 years of age, but with a bit of luck, things will be lifted in the next couple of days. But then on Monday, they've restricted him again. So I think it went from the age of 60 up to 70. At the moment, it's 70 for sporting events. Georgie's 82, so we're just waiting now to see what happens. And it's a bit of pain in the backside because George is the head coach. George is always with him. Everything he does is running, is boxing. I'm just Georgie's number 2, so I could do with him there, and Jazz could do with him there.